Tekken 8 offers the franchise's best ever combat for veterans and newcomers alike. After its reveal at State of Play, there was a lot of excitement for Tekken 8. The gorgeous visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5 elevated iconic fighters Jin and Kazuya as they went toe-to-toe in the most pulsating, visceral style we'd ever seen from the series. So when Bandai Namco Entertainment invited GAMINGbible to a hands-on preview event, I couldn't wait to see if the game could live up to the trailer. In short, it absolutely did. With 5 arenas and a roster of 10 playable characters, Jun Kazama, Nina Williams, King, Martial Law, Lars Alexanderson, Paul Phoenix, Jack 8, and newly announced Ling Xiaoyu, as well as the aforementioned Jin Kazama and Kazuya Mishima, the preview build provided a taste of what to expect in the full game. Playing one-on-one against other humans, we were encouraged by developers Katsuhiro Harada and Michael Murray to try out the new special style, which can be selected by pressing L1 on the PlayStation DualSense. It effectively swaps each character's control scheme, making powerful moves simpler. Players are able to use an individual button for a move, tapping it either once or several times to use a technique. While this approach could benefit new and more casual players, thanks to its simplistic nature allowing for less learning time, it felt difficult to adjust to as an existing Tekken fan. I'm not a particularly adept player, but I grew up with the franchise, so feel perfectly at home with the conventional move lists, at least for most characters. There were also a couple of moments where I felt as if Special Mode had the game fighting on my behalf, leading to me feeling disconnected. That being said, the ability to swap command styles on the fly could prove beneficial to players who want to access a particular attack more quickly, something that Tekken 8 seems eager to accommodate in general. Each character has access to the heat system. A heat burst can be activated either by inputting a specific attack or hitting R1 on the gamepad. While the more conventional way unlocks the capacity for 2 heat actions, R1 is simpler and is particularly helpful when trying to take advantage of a gap in your opponent's play. Once in heat burst mode, you can either execute a heat dash, where you charge your opponent, or a heat smash, where you unleash a ferocious attack. If you entered heat mode using R1, you only get to choose one, whereas if you use the relevant lengthier attack input, then you can do both. In addition, each character has access to a Rage Art, a super move that's only available once your health gauge depletes by about 75%. To initiate, you can simply hit R2 and the effect can be devastating when done right. When chained to follow a heat smash, you can significantly alter the momentum of a bout, even shifting from the losing position to what feels like a conclusive victory. However, once these moves are used, they're unavailable for the remainder of the round, so pick your moment wisely. Trying out every character felt rewarding, but my favourite on the day was Nina. I loved her in Tekken 3, great game by the way, so it was wonderful to see how much the Unreal Engine 5 glow-up has done for her. What I was most struck by though, was how easy it was to learn and relearn each fighter. In the case of Jin for example, it was a case of reminding myself of how they operate, but I'd never played as Lars before. Despite the lack of existing knowledge, Tekken 8 encourages you to learn thanks to its immensely satisfying gameplay, even when you're on the receiving end of a perfect beatdown. The move lists are straightforward if you've played before, but you can simply swap to special mode if you prefer and fight in a less granular way. Another welcome feature is the ability to recover some health. When damaged, you can sometimes heal slightly if your health bar shows a different coloured section where the lost HP was. In this situation, you can regenerate by beating on your foe. It's the same principle as Bloodborne, effectively rewarding more aggressive players, and it keeps the intensity up during a fight. However, it's also worth pointing out that Jun has a specific healing move to use in this context, which is handy if you're unable or unwilling to connect with your foe. Overall, I had a blast with Tekken 8. From basic attacks to special moves, the combat is endlessly fun. There were plenty of moments where I held my breath while waiting to see if I triumphed over my opponents. There was the satisfaction of lining up a heat smash or rage art to crush the other player. There's the joyous speed at which attacks fly over each other in the thick of battle. I even love how if you miss a rage art, you still have time to block a similar blow from your opponent, keeping you in the game when trying to make things happen. While we're still waiting on a full release, as well as more details on the various modes we can expect from the full game, and which other characters will be present, I'm confident I'll be playing Tekken 8 on day one.